Audra, let's go.
Yeah, quick.
We going. Okay. Good evening to all of you. Tonight is a meeting with the Northampton County Board of Commissioners. This is supposed to be the meeting that we supposed to have had first of the month, but because we did not have a quorum that we could not meet because of some situation. However, we are here tonight, and we asked all of you to please, if you don't have an agenda, please get one. One is on the table. Likewise, if you need to make any comments, you can do so by filling out the form that's on the table. Our mission statement is before us. We all know what our mission statement is. It is to do the very best we can for the citizens of Northampton County. Our vision statement, likewise, is to continue to grow our county, to make our county be as prosperous as it possibly can be. We do know that we are in a rural tier 1 county, but there is no excuse for us not to provide an excellent living experience for people who live in the county, and for us to have this place to be a place that we enjoy being in. At this time, I'm going to ask if you would, for just a moment, have a moment of silence as we contemplate and look at the world and the condition and all the things that's going on, and just be thankful that we're here tonight. Thank you so much. At this time, if you would, live in the best place in the land, the United States of America. At this time, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. Board members, you've had the opportunity to have the agenda. You had it a few days longer than you've had it in the past. So we're asking for you to please look at it and to see on this agenda if there's anything you want to add or delete from the agenda. There are any items that you want to add, delete from the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I move approval of the agenda.
Okay, can I have a second? Second. Moved and proper second by Ms. Buffalo that we would, Commissioner Buffalo, that we would approve the agenda. Are there any questions or any discussion? If not, all in favor, let know by usual sign aye.
Aye, Buffalo.
Aye.
Aye, Faulkner. Aye, Boone.
Ayes have it, motion is carried. Thank you so much. At this time, we do know that there is a conflict of interest statement according to the according with the rules of procedures adopted by the board in section 153A44 of the North Carolina General Statute. It is the duty of every board member present to vote on all matters coming before the board unless there is a conflict of interest as determined by the board or by law. Does any board member have a conflict of interest with respect to any agenda items coming before the board today? If so, please identify the conflict and the board will consider the matter. Do you have a conflict, Commissioner Buffalo?
No conflict.
Or Commissioner Edwards?
No conflict.
But Commissioner Boone?
No conflict.
Commissioner Faulkner?
No conflict.
Okay, there's no conflicts. At this time, we have our ever lowering tax appeals. Mason, will you please come forward?
Good evening to those standing on the panel this evening and to our citizens of Northampton County. I'm before you with 2 items on the agenda this evening. Starting first with the tax ad valorem. And that is for the amount of $880.77 for 5 appeals. The listing of property owners have requested that I appeal to the board on their behalf to release or refund of tax which they seek relief of for the following 3 reasons: a tax imposed through clerical error, an illegal tax, or a tax levy for an illegal purpose. It is my recommendation that the Board of Commissioners approve the request for release or refund of the ad valorem tax appeal submitted today.
Board members, what is your pleasure?
Make a motion that we approve the request submitted by our tax administrator for the release or refund of the ad valorem tax appeals totaling $880.77. And I think it was a total of 5 appeals.
Have a second. Move the proper second that we will approve the tax appeals. Are there any questions in the discussion? If not, all in favor, let it know by usual sign aye.
Aye, Buffalo.
Aye.
I, Faulkner.
Aye, Boone.
Ayes have it, motion is carried. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Continue on, please.
Second item on the agenda is for ad valorem for motor vehicles. Again, we have 12 appeals here in the amount of $845.03. The taxpayers have asked me to come before you and ask for a refund. The Board of Commissioners can provide a refund for the following reasons: a tax imposed through clerical error, an illegal tax, and a tax levy for an illegal purpose. It is my recommendation that the board refunds these.
What's your pleasure, board members?
Chairman Todd, I make a motion that we approve the refund to these citizens as presented by Ms. Mason tonight in the amount of $845.03.
Second.
Move proper second that we would do the refunds as given to us by our tax administrator. Are there any questions in the discussion? Not all in favor, let it known by usual sign aye.
Aye, Buffalo.
Aye.
I, Faulkner.
Aye, Boone.
Ayes have it, motion is carried. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Next item on our agenda is the item dealing with Creasy School. I'm going to ask our attorney if he would to represent us with that item.
Yes, good evening, board members. There is a decision paper in your board book prepared by Mr. Williams. And it is a proposal from KPH Paving and Landscaping Incorporated to pave the walking track at Rich Square Creasy School. The proposal is in the amount of $28,000. And the supporting facts for the benefit of you all and the public: the walking track at Rich Square Creasy is in desperate need of repaving. Citizens are currently unable to enjoy the track. With proper repair, the track will provide a location for citizens of Rich Square and surrounding communities to exercise and enjoy nature. So this proposal, and you have the attached proposal from KPH Paving and Landscaping Incorporated. They are from Macon, North Carolina. And I'm happy to answer any questions. I will note that given the $28,000 amount, there is no procurement law issues. There's no requirements there. So it's at the board's pleasure on how it wishes to proceed.
Yes, let me say to board members, these funds are not taxpayers' funds. These funds are funds that have been given to us in grants to do this paving at Creasy School.
Yes.
Okay, these are not funds that we are using that we have in Northampton County. These funds came from 2 different resources. I'm trying to think of it now that gave us these grants. Do you remember?
I know Dominion, we accepted from Dominion, and I believe it was GFL.
That's right, GFL. Thank you. Just want to bring that before you, that you would have it. Board members, what is your pleasure on the Deborah Creasy's track, field? We plan to walking trail that we plan to.
I would like to approve this recommendation for the proposal for the walking trail. And I'll do comments after.
Okay?
Second.
Been moving properly second that we would award this contract to a company out of Macon, North Carolina, as given to us in our board book. Are there any questions or any discussion?
Discussion, I have been out on the track. When we first started it, there were older citizens who were going out walking on the track. And then as the grass started encroaching upon it, it became a little bit harder. The maintenance department having to go out and drag the track. And I'm thinking with the balancing of the staff time, having to go out and drag the track to keep the debris from out being inside of it and making it a stable walking track for people who are walking for exercise, rehabilitation, or just a leisure stroll. It was becoming apparent that we needed to do something. And so that's things that I've seen with my own eyes, people out with walking sticks trying to walk a wobbly track with grass growing through it.
Mr. Williams just came in. Mr. Williams, I'll allow you the opportunity. Tell us who we received these funds for the walking track at Creasy School.
For citizens, board members. Good evening. Attorney, finance officer, good evening. This money was received as a grant from I believe it's GLF, our waste industries people. We wrote a grant to them and we were allocated certain funds for the improvement of Creasy. Also, Ms. Atia Robinson wrote a grant for, I believe it was $1,200 for REA to supplement the other grant. So therefore we have enough money to pull off this walking track. And we'll have some left over for other things as allocated by the county manager.
The playground.
No.
Does not include, well, our playground quote was a little bit high.
They're high.
And county manager gave me directions to find other vendors and to try to get it more affordable. He's given me some parameters to go by, and I'll stay within those parameters and get the items that he has requested at the price he's requested.
That part in your package is for information so that you see they're working on it and they're trying to come up with equipment, some playground equipment, okay?
I will ask, I know that the school system is working on some playground equipment installations in the county. And maybe if we could get in touch with that vendor, because there are none in Northampton County, that if they could get it and already be in the area to install, it might save us a little.
Okay,
So that's an option for one to look at.
we'll look at local, state.
Back to the question, any other questions? Any other discussion?
Just for the board's information, the path that you see will have to be widened out. That way it will be wheelchair and walker accessible, so that if you have a senior out there with a walker, they still can enjoy the walking track. And the gentleman will be in Rich Square. He's slated to be there anyway, which helps us to save on fuel costs. If you looked at diesel fuel lately, asphalt is made out of diesel fuel, so you kind of know what I'm saying. The costs are going up, but he honored that agreement that he made with us. That's the same gentleman that did the parking lot over at the administrative building and over at the wellness center. The other ones, we would probably have to pay them to come off a site. They're on bigger jobs. So they would have to take their equipment, come off site and go over there to Rich Square. And they're not gonna lose money. So we end up paying for somebody else's stuff. So I'd rather just have one straight bid. You come, you do the job, and he's gonna be over there anyway.
All in favor of the motion, let it known by saying aye. Aye.
Al Faulkner,
Ayes have it, then motion is carried. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir.
Budget amendments. It's one of the reasons we had this meeting tonight, we didn't wait until Monday because we know we're coming close to the end of the year. Our fiscal year ends on last of this month, and I don't want to put our finance department in any jeopardy. So at this time, Ms. Molester, will you please give us the budget amendments that we have?
Good evening, Board Chair and Vice Chairman and to the board. I have two amendments, two budget amendments. One is for the sheriff department, for $66,000, which, he has, received, price for two cars, two brand new cars. So that's the first amendment. The second amendment is for EMS. And it is $58,000. And that amendment is for repairs for vehicles and medical supplies, because at this time, for his vehicles to be repaired, it has to go a longer ways, like in Winston-Salem, to be repaired. And his medical supplies is very expensive.
Okay. Board members, this is the take care of making sure that the sheriff has the cars that he needs to have. Because, you know, we talked about that earlier. We were going to order those cars, whatever he needs. Because there is a shortage of getting police cars at this time. And so we have gone on and put in the order for those police. So I just want you all to know that that's why we have that sheriff department. We went on and did it, still awaiting until July 1. Okay. The other one is just a bit basically need. There's no question about that. At this time, board members, do you have any questions, any other concerns about the budget amendments?
after we make a motion, I'll ask a question.
All right, at this time, I have a motion that we approve the budget amendments.
Make a motion that we approve budget amendment 37 for the sheriff's department, and budget amendment 38 for EMS.
Move to proper second, we will approve those budget amendments. You ready for a question in the discussion?
I know we have the purchase of the vehicle for our insurance for the vehicle. Do we have sufficient funds in the line item to cover insuring the vehicles once we purchase them?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we didn't need to do a budget amendment Monday to cover that. So we'd be all right.
Any other questions? All in favor of the budget amendments, let it be known by you just sign aye.
Aye, Buffalo.
Aye.
Al Faulkner,
Aye, Boone.
Let's have it. Motion is carried. Thank you so much. Board members, at this time, we have the citizens, county manager, and the board. I have two here from citizens. At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Garner, will you, Ruby, will you please come? And yes.
First, I want to say good evening to
Evening.
Commissioner Tyner, Chairman,
Thank you.
Vice Chair Ms. Faulkner, Commissioner Buffalo, Commissioner Boone, Dr. Edwards, County Manager, Mr. Phillips, and other citizens and attendees of this meeting this evening. My name is Ruby Vincent Garner, and I was here June of last year inquiring about broadband for the western end of the county where I live. I live in the Lake Gaston section of Northampton County, and I was here June of last year and asked about broadband in my community. Since that time, you assigned someone to my area to work with me named Carl. I don't know his last name. Carl is no longer here. Then you assigned me to Mr. Franklin Williams, and he put me on a task force to, I guess, work on it. That's fine. That's action. You know, those are words. I need some action. I want to find out also if the county in my area received any kind of money from the ARP, American Rescue Plan Act, monies for broadband in my community. I did some research and I found out that the county received some money, and there was some money to Gaston, but I live in Lake Gaston section. So I want to know that, that money include any broadband for my community. So I'm here again this evening, wanting to find out the latest on broadband in my community. And also a help petition. After I met June of last year, I went through the community and I got some signatures. And Ms. Edwards, since you are my rep for my area, I'll give you the petition.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And we did that August of last year. And I don't know if anything has happened, but I'm here to find out what is being done. Because I get tired of walking through my house trying to find, a signal that I can talk on my cell phone. So I want to find out what is being done about getting broadband in my community. And I want some action. Words are good, but we need some action. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Garner. At this time, we also have Mike Sykes, who comes at this time.
Good evening, Mr. Sykes.
Scott, I assume that you'll be timing me. I don't want to go over the 5 minutes. Understand sometimes people are real touchy about going over time, and hopefully I won't use my 5 minutes. On March 10th, I requested some information. I sent an email to Scott, several questions. 2 of them got answered. Ask a simple question. Your 5-year plan, the Economic Development Office in 2020, starting in that year, was going to do a minimum of 20 grant applications per year. So I requested on March 10th that information for those 2 years. I'm still waiting for it. I made an additional request probably 3 to 4 weeks ago. Still heard nothing on that. I'm not representing the PAC. I'm representing myself. So my question is, this has been 3 months. This is part of your strategic plan. So is that being met? When will I get an answer? What kind of time? Because it's already been over 90 days. Can I expect that?
Yes, sir.
I know that normally the term is a reasonable period of time. I think 90 days is more. Gone past that reasonable period of time. Okay.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Those are the 2 that we have from Citizens Attorney there that we will address. At this time, we're going to ask our county manager, do you have anything you want to bring before the?
I don't have a whole lot for the folks on today. I just want to thank everyone for coming out, showing your concern. We are working diligently towards the end of this month, which we will be closing out the fiscal year. That has been a task, but we are meeting that task and looking forward to having our income statement ready for the auditors so that we can get that done and completed on time by the October 31st deadline. So we've got our eyes on the prize and just working hard right now to get things done.
Thank you, Councilman. We appreciate you coming in and working so hard with us and make sure that we are up to date on several things that we desire to do. I know just today that we were on telephone call, and I do appreciate you, all the information that you were able to give to USDA to fulfill that requirements that they had. You're really on top of it. I want to say thank you for being on top of it. At this time, our board members, we would ask if the board members have any comments that you'd like to make at this time. Let's start with Ms. Boone.
Good evening to everyone.
Good evening.
I want to say congratulations to all of our 2022 graduates in the county. Shout out to Northampton County High School and Early College 2022 graduates. Also want to thank our Sheriff's Department, Jackson Police Department, and Rich Square Police Department for their presence on our campus during graduation. We know that there has been, unfortunately, mass shootings in our country. And so to be aware and to be proactive and alert when there are large gatherings in our county is very important. And so I just want to say thank you to our law enforcement in Northampton County for showing up and for being present. We had a wonderful graduation, safe graduation. And thankfully, we had over 70 graduates at the high school. The majority of them did cross the stage, and kudos to them and their future endeavors. To our citizens in our municipalities, I encourage you, if you know something, say something to help out our law enforcement. If you know something, say something. They are there to help you, to protect you, to keep you as safe as possible. When they're doing their investigations, it would help if you know something to say something. And then it is their duty, if you are fearful of speaking up, it's their duty to try and be there as your protection as well. Reach out to us. We are just as concerned as you are about crime and threats of violence in our county or in our small communities. I hope and pray that everyone will be safe. Look out for your neighbors, particularly our senior citizens and our young people. And those are my comments.
Thank you. Thank you, Boone, what you do and all the bring to the table with our commissioners. This time we should ask if Commissioner Buffalo, you have any comments you'd like to make tonight?
Yes, good evening. I echo Commissioner Boone's comments as well. And I'd like to remind the citizens that the Friends of the Museum of the Albemarle will be hosting their next hit casino. And we invite you all to come out and support the museum. That will be on Saturday, June 25th from 7 to 11 p.m. at the museum in Elizabeth City. Also, we will be hosting at the Wellness Center. USDA Rural Development will come out and do a workshop meeting with the citizens who have inquired about needing help with home repairs, either loan or grant assistance. And that will take place on Tuesday, June 28th from 10 until 1. If you know of someone that is 62 or older that may qualify and is in need of some home repairs, please invite them or let them know to come out on that morning and see if there there's any assistance USDA can provide them. Those are my comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Buffalo, Commissioner Buffalo, for all that you do and all the support that you give at this time. Mr. Edwards.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Let's say good evening to everyone. Want to just echo happy congratulations to all the graduates in Northampton County, and that's Northampton County Early College, Northampton County High School, and Northeast Academy. We wish those young people well as they go out to their future endeavors, and we give them our full support as they venture out. That's my comments for this evening. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Edwards, for all that you do and all the support that you give. This time, Vice Chairman, you have any comments you'd like to make at this time?
Good evening. I would just like to extend between Commissioner Boone and Commissioner Dr. Edwards. We also have some of our citizens who are graduates from Halifax Academy, Kip Pride High, and some are graduating from their home schools. So it's a wide range, and probably some from over at Ridgecroft, but we definitely don't want to miss any of those proud moments that our students are experiencing, their families are experiencing during this time.
Absolutely.
As summer is upon us, almost every school, I believe now is out for the summer. Some had the pleasure of getting out a little bit earlier. But to keep the students busy, our 4-H department in our county offers a lot of programs for our youth. Our public library offers a lot of programs. I think they start today, or tomorrow, I think it was the 15th, with some program offerings. And the public schools are offering programs, and the programs are open not just to students who attend Northampton County schools. So if there's a student who attends another school and they want to attend the summer programs, it's offered at Central Elementary, Gaston STEM Leadership Academy. The high school started Monday, in Conway Middle. Willis Hare will be on the campus of Central for their summer program. So if the students are there, Rising Pre-K. So even if they're not in pre-K yet, but they have filled out the application, Rising Pre-K students are even available to be, they just have to have the application filled out. They just might not be accepted, I'm sorry. They might not be accepted and started, but as long as they fill out their application, they can start. And that gives the students some activities. They're doing a lot of creative arts types of things, academics, of course, but some extension. So I just want to let people know that that was a free option. All of those, sometimes some of the programs have a little fee associated with it, but I believe almost all of those programs, there are no fees. I know the school system, there's not, in the libraries, there's not. Sometimes the 4-H has like a supply fee that they'll have. But other than that, we're just appreciative for the opportunities that our youth have to stay off the street and to stay engaged and learn something, even if it's something that's for a life skill, maybe not necessarily for a grade. But that's there. And there are a lot of different community engagement. I believe Rich Square had one this past weekend for community involvement. And there is a plan for a Zoom session with a local credit union, and they're going to offer support for people who want to buy houses, but they need help with their credit or even understanding the housing process. So you don't have to go out and pay someone to help you get your credit better. You'll have professionals that are helping for free. So the first sessions are going to be Zoom. Once I get that information, I'll share that with our county manager, our county office, so that they can post that, because it's free for anyone. You don't want to be in a rental program for your entire life. So if people are interested in buying houses, that would be one way to help them. And definitely those young people who are out there trying to save, and they offer a lot of different supports for funding, not just homes, but even commercial property. So those are my comments.
Okay, thank you. To citizens of our county, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for listening to us. There are several things that I'd like to bring to your attention tonight to make sure that we all have an understanding of where we are and what we're trying to do. As we look forward to our new courthouse will be, I guess they will start moving dirt real soon. I've been looking every day for them to move dirt, but we have awarded the contracts. want everybody to know that. But also, I want you to note that this evening I was on a conference call with USDA in Washington, DC, that Northampton County likewise will receive the $5 million for courthouse annex. So there'll be more than just a courthouse up there. It will be an annex building that will house some of the county operations. Will also be there. But we finally got that today. That will be coming to us real soon. And from USDA. We knew that we had applied for it. Mr. Will had applied for it at least. And we got bad news. The bad news was that we could probably get it, but not get all of it. So we told them we couldn't handle just part of it because we didn't have no matching funds. So they went back to drawing board, and it's just not only Northampton County, this is the whole United States. We went back to the drawing board, and now all those funds that they allotted, they are going to send out all across the United States. And Northampton County will receive $5 million for that annex building that will be going there. And you hear more about that a little later. Let me also say to all of you in Northampton County how glad we are to be in Northampton County. But as I looked at the list of number of people we need to employ, the list is growing. I wish we could do more to recruit people in our county to work in our county. Just need to say that because right now everybody got to sign out help wanted. Everybody got it. So I just want you to know, the citizens to know, sometimes we don't get to, not trying to give you an excuse, but sometimes we don't get back to you. We just don't have the manpower. I think every department we got a vacancy, every department. So I just want you to know that it's not because we don't want to, we just don't have the manpower. So if you know of any person, I'm serious about this, especially young people in our area, even folks who retired and come back to this area and looking for a place to work. If it's not part-time, full-time, part-time, it doesn't make any difference. Please check our website out and get in touch with our human resource office because we're gonna be desperate in need of some folks. I'm telling you, into some areas that's gonna be critical for Northampton County, especially in the accountants area, with all the funds we got coming to Northampton County, all the funds we got coming, the funds we already got. And remember, I say it one more time, the funds for the courthouse is already in the bank. Okay, the funds I just told you, they said it will be coming down. So I just want you to know that we take people to operate and keep up and to make sure they follow the federal and state guidelines for the expenditures of these money. I do want to say that our housing program, workforce houses program, likewise, we have been awarded, thank you again, Mr. Will, we're allotted $3 million for those houses. Those houses are going right next to Central School. And when we get it all done, HUD just have those funds. And they said that we are waiting any day now for them to tell us what we got to do to follow the law in building those houses. They're workforce houses. For instance, we got people who come and work for the county, have nowhere to live in the county. That's what we're trying to do. That's what these are really all about. We're talking about a prison system that's going to be opening up, hiring all these folks and nowhere for the people to live. So I just want you to know that that is coming. We want to make sure that we continue as a board to do all we can to make sure that every dollar we spend is spent wisely, doing the very best we can. And I want to commend our new county manager. I want to commend our new finance officer, for all that you're doing and helping, keeping your eyes on the money. Eyes on the money, and I want to say that, thank you for doing just that. I want to say that our new county manager that's his expert. He knows that. That's his college degree and everything else is accounting. So he really is on top of our finance. I know that tonight, and I don't usually do this, that it was brought to us that broadband ban. I got good news for you. I was on telephone today about that. We're hoping, and we're hoping that in the next 30 days, we're gonna be making an announcement about broadband for every citizen in Northampton County. Every citizen, every home in Northampton County. We do know that we have REAs working on it, but we also have three other companies who want to come and work and make sure that we have it. Our thing is time. We trying to get this ready for the school folks. We're trying to do everything we can, at least by November, December, having it throughout Northampton County. Just stay tuned. We haven't gone to sleep on that. It's coming. It's really coming. I know it's worse. I know how hard it is when you get ready to get on it and you can't get on it and can't hear. I understand, but I want you to know that's been a priority of ours, that we would make sure that we have broadband across Northampton County. And so you just stay tuned. The next 30 days, you're gonna get the information and when it will be done, how it will be done, how much money it's gonna cost to get it done. There are some funds that we have that's available for that project. Soon as we get from the vendor who we select, who's going to do this kind of work, then we'll be able to pay them for their services within our means. Within our means, we don't plan to take $1 of our taxpayers' money to do this. We plan to take grant money and those kinds of monies that the federal government has to make that happen. Our upper coastal plain and Rocky Mountain helping us likewise in securing the finance and making sure that it happens in Northampton County. I think it's great that Northampton County, and I'm working with Halifax County. Halifax County is working to make all of that happen for us. We're kind of working together because they're in the same situation we in. They can't even, they don't have broadband in all their municipalities. Those are the kinds of things that I know that I need to say to the citizens of our county. We're looking forward to New Year starting, and we're looking forward to the kinds of things that we have on the table that we plan to continue to work with. Those of you who know that we ran from years ago off making sure we get water in all of our communities. We do know that we're planning that phase 6 of our water. We plan to start that sometime in the very near future. They're doing all the paperwork we need to get done for it right now. So maybe by the end of the year, somebody that don't have good clean water will be able to have some water because of, and that fund's already been allotted to us. It's about $4.9 million that the government has given to us for that water project. Those are projects that I know commissioners we have that's ongoing. We're going to try to make them happen real quick. Okay, there'll be nothing else claiming our attention. Anything else, board members? Any comments, board members? Any comments?
No, sir.
Okay, if not, could I have a motion? We adjourn and we will go into closed session.
Make a motion that we adjourn, open session to enter into closed session pursuant to General Statute 143, 318, 11A6, personnel, A3, attorney-client privilege, and A4, EDC report.
Second.
Moving proper second, that we go into closed session according to the issues read from the statute. Are there any questions or discussion? If
Chairman
not,
Tyner,
yes.
are there any topics being discussed in closed session that will require a vote after?
No.
Okay, just want the citizens
Yes,
to
you're
know.
right. No, we don't have anything that we're gonna do in closed session that will require a vote. If we require a vote, we'll do it at the next meeting, which will be Monday, right around the corner, okay? But that will be none. Thank you. All in favor, let it be known by you, sign aye.
Aye.
Before.
Faulkner?
Thank